get anything except if he just goes jungle and kind of catches up with levels and overload.
I'll tell you what, bottom lane as well, looks like Mind Control's doing a great job with the pressure he's putting on. You know, Super being brought down to half health, you know, Paparazzi's presence constantly being threatened. Mid lane, this block for GH, yeah, this is going to be first blood. Cicada, nowhere to run. First blood for Miracle.
1,000 gold mid. Yeah, Miracle's gonna, if he gets phase boots before this Storm gets boots, he has to just get out of mid. And oh my god, GH and Kuroki again.
Cicada's in trouble. Looks like they will try and punish dogfights as well with Mind Control TPing in. Miracle finishes off the Storm Spray on the backlines. GH, Mind Control and Kuroki claim the second. I mean, the great thing about iG.V's draft, though, is it is a draft that's built for teaming up. You know, if they at least get to a certain point, they're going to have this strong wombo combo. Top lane, dogfights and iNJULI teaming up, trying to take down Matuma Man. Nice smash there through the shroud to hold him in place. He is just going to turn and nearly get the kill on iNJULI. iNJULI's still alive for the time being. Will pick up Matu. But Kuroki and Mind Control do punish the Darkseer in return. The block comes out from GH from the sidelines, and they pick him at second.
Lane, GH is just sitting there. He's just like, yep, if he steps even one step out of position, that's a kill. Yeah,
it's very close to that level 6, and obviously that's going to be when things get a lot easier for Cicada in this mid lane in terms of not going down.
But an Invis rune.
Oh my goodness.
He's about to be 6-2. Oh no!
Bash. No, you're right. He's not quite 6. Good boulder smash turnaround. To get it there, he gets it. Beautifully done. Gets out in time. Does get sprouted up, but Mind Control can't quite get the damage through as Super's there with the shackle. Holds back the Nature's Prophet. Miracle has cleaned up on the sidelines though. Gets the Earth Spirit kill. Now turning towards Super as they dive deep, but they've lost GH. There's going to be a TP coming through from Paparazzi. Liquid, they've got to get out of it, but there's Cicada waked in on the high ground, ready to look for Miracle. Has the whirling access, the spin chance, the miss chance is not enough. That's going to be Troll falling down as well, as this time iG.V the ones to come out on top, and it really was, as you say, it spoke up from the two of them. iG.V, Dogfights and Super were looking to move around for a bit of an action.
They're 6 as well.
But they have to be a little careful because Miracle's standing on a DD route. They're going to try for it though, and in fact they get the steal as well. Very, very nicely done there. Dogfights takes the DD rune, but it might not be enough even with the wards as Kuro comes in with the cold embrace save iNJULI. Beautiful wall there, clips onto the two of them, gets the vacuum, will finish off Miracle. Dogfights though is trapped up by the trees. He's trying to get himself away and he does. He'll escape. Paparazzi from the sidelines goes up to the high ground with the Storm Hammer, but it's not enough damage. They'll try for the turnaround with the Reaper's Scythe, but still not quite enough to bring Paparazzi down. The War Cry as well. The armor, it's not enough to withstand the physical damage from Matu as two go down on both sides. Cicada tried to zip in, but he's now out of mana. Surely he doesn't get away, and he doesn't, as iG.V fighting just a little too close to the... It's going to make it a lot harder for them to find that jump.
Yeah. iG.V smoked up. They're looking to make a play with that reveal of the Blink
But look
Dagger.
who's behind them. It's only GH with an Invis rune.
Oh, no
I mean,
way.
it couldn't be any better for Liquid here, as GH just waltzes in, cancels the smoke, and now iG.V kind of getting pulled apart. Paparazzi will put the God Strength, jumps forward, look towards Mind Control, but GH gets off the Echo Slam in time. Doesn't matter though in terms of Mind Control's life. He will still go down. Miracle tries to come forward, gets shackled. The vacuum wall connecting onto two though. Drop down the walls. They don't quite have the follow through lockdown to hold GH and Miracle in place. So Liquid will get themselves away from that wall placement. Jump back in from Paparazzi. Zipping from Cicada. They catch out Kuro on the Wyvern.
Well.
And they're not done yet indeed. They've got the silence out onto Matu. They'll take themselves a third. So despite ults being thrown left, right, and center, we
Be able to find somebody here. iNJULI is forcing the lane out, so they're going to smoke actually ahead of the lane, which is something that most teams don't really like to do. I know Wings was a big team that used to do this. They smoke way ahead of the lane, and then they meet up in a different area.
If they get vision on Matu and Kuroki, this could be the perfect jump, and there we have it, beautifully done. You know, straight away, the stuns there onto the Wyvern. There's going to be no chance of any sort of saves, and they clean up both of them. Yeah, iG.V.
Along those lines. They are smoked up now, though. They have a little bit of a vision advantage, but they're afraid. They're afraid of iG.V's big wombo combo team fight.
Absolutely, and understandably so. They do not want to waltz up to this shrine, as iG.V, they're on the high ground ready for this. The Liquid are still sticking around though. It's going to be about who gets the jump. There's Dogfights. That's not a bad way to start. They're getting the eyes onto GH, so he's not going to be able to get the jump in. Here comes Paparazzi, but already they've lost Cicada. Miracle with the BKB reveal, ready to turn and fight. GH falling low. The grease to pop by iNJULI. Cold Embrace comes in from Kuroki to save GH, and it is Liquid's fight to take so far. They've already picked up two. Paparazzi with the War Cry starting to back up, but Miracle and Matuma Man are hot on the chase. There's GH with the Fisher, jump forward, catching out in
double disable method from Storm Spirit. Pull one, orc another one. They're able to do a lot of damage in team fights with that. Liquid now, all making their move down bottom. They're smoked up. They're looking to get extremely aggressive here on the high ground.
They're ready to go in by the looks of it. And there we have it. Jump away straight away with the Echo Slam. And there we have it again. Straight down with the Reaper's Sight. That's Cicada immediately out of the fight. Miracle pots the BKB. There's an attempt for the combo here from iG.V. He comes in with a vacuum wall. There was no initial follow-up from Paparazzi as he's not quite back. Now he's around in the neighborhood. But already, iG.V, they've lost 2. Liquid are going to stand their ground, continue to pummel into this tower. Jump forward from Matumaman as he forces back Super on the Shaman, and the space is being made here as they just continue to push. Vacuum is going to be back up in 6 seconds, and that almost certainly is going to be when they try for another play. But we can see already Liquid split up nicely, very well prepared for that sort of attempt. And there we have Fisher onto the Shaman. They put the war cry. iG.V really wanting to try and go for a jump for this setup, but they just can't get themselves in at all. They're just going to lose the melee racks. If you get caught out, this Sven will take you down in a couple of hits in a combo.
Yeah, they definitely don't want. If they take it too late, it can be. Yeah, I mean, they have a Necro, Nature's Prophet, Troll Warlord versus Storm Sven. Storm can just zip into the backlines and cause so much havoc. That being said, though, Liquid, if they get super farmed on their court, Paparazzi mid.
They are going to jump in. Reaper's Scythe comes in a little bit early, and Paparazzi just able to BKB. Now they look for the turn. Cicada zipping in straight away. They'll clean up Matumaman, who's left behind by the rest of his team, and Paparazzi just jumps in 2 hits, takes down another. The Wyverns are full, and they're not done yet. They were chasing for more, seeing if they could get anything else though, to become more of an issue than this troll is, but happens here. But in there, iG.V's jungle, iG.V heading that way down, but Liquid just on the outside of their vision.
They don't want to take like a head-on fight still. I mean, Aegis and Cheese is still
hard.
online.
They are sticking around, but as you said, this could become a bit of an issue for Liquid if they get jumped on themselves. Liquid getting very aggressive.
Aegis is getting
that was the time.
Yep.
There, they were looking for that time. There's the Aegis gone. Immediately they jump in. They'll take down the Darks here. Paparazzi getting bashed up, but there's the shackle control onto Kuro. Wyvern's down. Now the rest of Liquid starting to get themselves out of there. A little bit of panic coming from Liquid as the Courier itself is sent in as well, taken down, and they're not done yet. iG.V, the Boulder Smash comes in. They've got the control onto Miracle, getting cleaved down by Paparazzi. GH, there's no escape for the Shaker as well. He'll try and hold Cicada back with the, maybe it's enough all, but Cicada, he's hunting and he's finding and killing. GH down as well. The rest of the team managed to get mind control further up the lane. He's now down for 45. Doesn't have a buyback. Liquid may be able to get away with pushing another set of racks here.
There is the glyph, but the, Battle Trance can make it look non-existent if they do it at the right time.
Oh, and look at that. He zipped in. Cicada, his BKB is still on cooldown. He has to be careful. We'll be able to get back to the shrine. Has to be very wary with these, he's got about 23 seconds until that BKB is back up, where he can't really afford to go that aggressive here. Jump in from iG.V. Oh, there's a bit of a wombo, but no mind control. Very quick with the BKB. Miracle turns around, gets the instant bash on the Earth Spirit, and Liquid, despite the wall and the combo being dropped down, they're able to keep the push going, get a second set of melee racks. Now they're looking for the retreat. Dogfights, he's there with the Boulder Smash, but still with this time with no Paparazzi Sven, there's not really enough damage from iG.V to just blow someone up. Cicada zips forward, but they can't fight without this Sven. Matumaman with a BKB pop starts to force them back. Cicada's trying to finish off the killer. Now Paparazzi turns up. He's back in the game, comes forward, gets the Wyvern, the Reaper Scythe drop, not enough to kill Cicada. Matumaman jumps forward though, tries to bring him down, and in fact, yeah, they got the kill. Mind control got him with the soul burn from the Orchid damage. Cicada will buy back. They're desperate to try and keep this fight going, iG.V. Paparazzi cuts down GH. Mind control go for the TP out, but Cicada's there, back in time with the Vortex after he buys back for this one. Have the Orchid at his readiness, so Paparazzi can at least have a further silence to offer for the side. But here's the push. Miracle, a little bit of time left on the DD. A bit of a punch through. Well, actually will be sneakily forced forward there by Super.
Glyph will be back up in 1 second.
There we go again, but there's Matu, jump in, Reapers, Dagon onto the Shaman. Not quite enough to kill him. Super's actually going to live through that, gets back to the shrine. So a good way for iG.V to start. Oh, there's the attempt for the combo. GH will force out, but they've already lost one. Matsu getting chased down. The BKB not doing anything, of course, to save him from the physical damage from Paparazzi. Mind control, times to turn. GH comes back in with the Echo. The 3-man Fisher. Cicada still has enough mana to zip out. Miracle back in, working his way through Paparazzi, who's stuck in the trees, being well and truly outawed. Jump forward from GH as he forces down, looking to lock this Paparazzi down, but the halberd evasion being enough to get him back up to the high ground. Miracle trying to turn onto iG.V. iG.V not quite able to finish off Miracle.
the Warcry as well, and then of course his naturally building fashions.
Nico will be forced up to the high ground by Super again with these cheeky 4-star plays. iG.V jumps in, only gets the vacuum onto one, immediately has to put the BKB as he gets silenced up, surges himself away. Miracle just standing his ground, pummeling into the racks. The fortification will come through. Matsu jumping in, trying to zap down Paparazzi, not nearly enough but burst there to bring him down. There's GH coming in and catching two with the Echo Slam. Miracle trying to man fight up against Dogfights, will take it. Paparazzi gets the stun off in time. BKB as well, he's going to survive, jumps forward, gets the second, picks up the double kill. And now the rest of Liquid, Miracle falling very low. The Hex coming out just in time to mind control, trying to come back in. Miracle on this Troll Warlord, but it's not going to be enough as he'll lose the Aegis. Stun held onto mind control, trying to force the Nature's Prophet back. Paparazzi trying to go for a round two, but he has to be careful. Miracle back up with the second life, takes down Paparazzi. That's Paparazzi down for 90 seconds. No Cicada as well. They don't have buyback, and even though Liquid lose the Aegis, they absolutely walk away with this fight. They clean up the top racks. They should be able to just go for Megas, and maybe even the game is only iG.V and Super left alive. And indeed, it looks like it may all be falling apart for them here as they lose the Shaman. He will buy back. He's going to go and grab Miracle outside the fountain. They do have a vacuum. Maybe iG.V can drag Miracle into the base. Doesn't actually end up using it there. Wondered if he could try and go for a sneaky bit of a drag back and a block off.
But it's Megas.
It's not looking great. I mean, they've got the Sven for the Megas, but they haven't got him for 50 seconds.
Liquid's trying to close this one out. Glyph is down.
They know that they can try and go for the collateral, and Miracle.
Storm's respawning right now.
There we have it. Oh, again, GH has been quick with these 4-stars. Gets himself out of the initial crux of the combo. Jump forward, mind control able to turn, take down one. He's now looking towards iG.V. He's put the BKB, trying to run himself away, but the physical damage from mind control is pretty hefty. Cicada now getting chain stunned up, zips up to the high ground just in time. Super jumping forward. Cicada, can he actually escape? The Fisher connects. Cicada only with a little bit of mana left to play. No mind control. Peeps him there with the Nature's Prophet play. Takes him down. There's the buyback though. Looking for Miracle. Will find the Troll Warlord 10 seconds before the Sven's back in. Can iG.V well and truly hold this? No, they can't. By looks of it, Cicada trying for the TP out, but the Fisher's there. He's down for 100. Now the Sven's back, but Paparazzi's got no friends. Everyone's dead, and GG is called. Liquid taking game one at the end of it all. A bit of back and forthness from the sides.